Welcome back, traders, to this installment of how to trade gold. Now, I hope your trades so far have all been going really well, and we're going to be picking up from where I left off yesterday as to the analysis that I did and what I'm currently doing right now. So what I've got going on right now as we speak is I am currently in a trade, and I'm going to show you exactly where I got in, where my stop loss is, and where I think market eventually is going to go. So as it stands, I've already put these levels in already, right? Which is my entry was at this level right here. I'll put a level on that. This was today. So that is 2644.60. My trailing stop, I moved it from where it was to this level right here. So right now I'm profitable. Nothing terrible can happen. We're all locked in. The profit is not a lot, but it's okay, right? It's okay. So, and that is 2649.44. So this is my entry. This is my trailing stop. And so far, everything is looking great based on what's going on in the market right now. My anticipation as to where I think market is going to go in the coming days, or most likely tomorrow, is that I believe that based on the news that is coming out tomorrow, is that market may come down to these levels over here. Now, ideally, this is where I want to be taking my buys from. But however, today I got a bit of FOMO. I saw a situation and then I jumped straight in. The reason why I jumped in, weekly high had been taken out, a parabolic move to the upside. Then there was a retest off that level. So that retest came in roughly around 1 p.m. this afternoon. Once I saw that, it made sense for me to jump in, and that's exactly what I did. I jumped in. So right now, everything is looking good. Trade is in. We have a trading stop to locked in, so I can't lose no matter what happens. And all I can do now is try to anticipate where I think market is going to go, as well as explain why I brought in my trading stop so early in the game, because where I've got in is actually a dangerous area for me to get into a trade. So I'm going to share that with you now. Okay, so first things first that I always like to mention, especially in regards to trading, is you always want to know what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it, in case if you've made a mistake, it's easier to fix it. So why I say that is to say this. So as it stands, let me make this white. So as it stands, right, I believe, going off what I can see right here, that market is indeed in a channel, an ascending channel, but it is in a channel, which means the trade that I've placed at this level over here is in fact a very dangerous trade. Market can definitely move against me. Why? Because we're near the top of this particular channel. So if this channel holds, and this channel is indeed the real thing, because we never know until market actually produces what it needs to produce for us to know that if this is in fact the real thing or not. So if this is in fact a channel, I'm expecting price to start to pull back downwards, at which point my trading stop will be triggered. I would not have gotten full profit, but I definitely will be profitable. Like I said yesterday, the channel is tradable. So I'm going to trade it because I know what it is that I'm doing. So I'm going to trade it, right? Even if I don't get that much profit out of it, profit is profit at the end of the day. Last time I checked, we all have bills that needs to be paid. So however way you get it, so long as you get it, I'm proud of you. So I'm expecting price to pull back down if this channel holds. And if price does decide it wants to pull back down again, I've marked out areas of interest for a possible re-entry back into the market. So these are these zones over here that I've marked out. These are the numbers in question, right? So make sure you pause the video to take down these levels, at least draw them on your charts anyway. So if market does return to these zones, you'll know what to do. However, if it doesn't, just keep them there just in case, because we may need to revisit these at some point. So as I was saying, because of where market is right now, the smart decision would be to secure my trades, and that's exactly what I've done. I've taken the smart decision and I have secured my trades. So with that said and done, I'm going to look at all the other different possibilities that could take place that may affect what we've got going on right now. So for that, let me just bring on a naked chart, a naked gold chart that I can find. So yep, so this one's a naked one, nothing going on here. And the reason why I'm bringing on the naked chart is I want to jump into the day just to see what we got going on. So looking at what I can see right now in regards to what gold is doing in the day, I'm comfortable with this trade that I have right here. I'm very comfortable with it. Reason why I'm comfortable with it is that there's a very high probability it is going to be pushing upwards, which makes the high of 2024 highly likely that it's going to be taken out. Now, I'm not telling you to join the market and buy to the upside just because I'm saying this on this YouTube channel. It is super important that everything makes sense before you actually do it. So I'm actually expecting you to have a certain degree of analytical skills before you actually commit yourself. And a channel like this will help you. Why? Because we're all about teaching technical analysis. Rather than teaching you tricks and gimmicks, we're going to be using things that I believe is working. Why? Because I'm using it. Hence why I said in yesterday's video, it makes sense for me to only talk about assets I'm actively trading, because it's going to make my analysis that much more stronger. Why? Because I have skin in the game. I'm going to be telling you my reasoning, why I've done what it is that I've done, why I'm securing my trades in the way that I have secured them, and all the other things that I can come up with. Sometimes I may be right, sometimes I may be wrong, but in that journey, we will be right way more times than we are wrong, just because we are actively participating in the market. So like I was saying, the buy that I have right now, I am very comfortable about. And reason why I'm so comfortable about this buy, because I mentioned it yesterday as well, and that is simply the lowest low that we got on the 13th of November hasn't been taken out, right? So the new low that we have now is in fact a higher low, and this was on the 19th of December 2024. Now this could be a channel like I've marked out. It could actually be a channel, and if it is a channel, then we're going to be expecting price to start to retrace back to this trend line and possibly take out this trend line to sweep the liquidity down here. These are all things that are possible, but as it stands, I'm just going to go off the fact that A, it's a channel, and I'm expecting that channel to be breached. Why? Because I'm in a buy. That's my own personal bias, and I want market to go up forever. That's the plan. So let's go off the fact, if, say, for example, you are in a buy right now. So you've taken on a buy and you're in the market right now, okay? The first area that you may want to consider, okay, maybe having your TP set at, will be this level right here, so we can get that TP success. You know, that's the new name of the channel. So this would be this zone right here, right? This zone right here, resistance zone, is where I would be expecting market to go to if it comes out of this channel and heads to this zone, right? Now, if it takes out this zone, I'm expecting it to take out the high of 2024. If it takes out the high of 2024, then at which point I'll be looking, maybe, possibly playing the long game when it comes to gold. Why? Because I have a target profit of say 3k. I was saying this all last year as well. I thought it was going to get there last year, but it didn't get there last year. So maybe this year it will get to 3k. So if I see this high taken out anywhere from now onwards, right, but ideally the sooner the better, then I will assume that we're heading up to 3k, at which point it is happy days. Happy days indeed, right? Because at that level, it's just going to be great, especially if you're long on gold. So that's the analysis as it stands right now. And like I was saying, the probability of gold coming out of this particular channel that it's in right now, in my opinion, I think is quite high. We've gone over and we've looked at how this thing looks on a day, and in all fairness, it looks like it's basically going to be blasting off. Now this level here, like I keep mentioning, it's going to be the discounted price to be able to get gold. You could jump in right now with a buy. You have to be prepared to hold all of this as your potential stop, because it could fly down, but I don't think it's going to fly down past this weekly low over here. I don't think it's going to do that. And also, if you are thinking about taking an entry into gold, let's bear in mind the day of the week that we're in. So today is Thursday. You've got one more day, right? So I would say don't do anything until next week, and from next week you can begin to assess what is happening in the market. And because I said that is super important, this is not financial advice. Trading carries a certain degree of risk, and all the risk is on you. It's upon you to know what it is that you're doing before you do it. Just don't go off what people tell you, because bottom line is If it all goes wrong, it's going to be your fault, and there's no one you can blame but yourself. So it's important you do the work. I'm here to help you navigate how to do the work, but bottom line is, all the decisions you make, you assume all the risk of that decision. Okay, so if you found the content that I've shared with you today super useful, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. And another cool thing as well that you could do for me, as just to start off the vibe of 2025, drop a comment as to where you're watching me from, because I would love to hear where you're seeing this, right? So if you could do that, that would be amazing. And with all of that said and done, I will see all you amazing people on the next one.